We're going to have a quick lesson on simplifying rational expressions. Now, just a little reminder that a rational expression is an algebraic expression where the numerator and the denominator are polynomials. The polynomial on the bottom cannot be 0 because division by 0 is undefined. So that means that sometimes there are going to be excluded values. To just refresh that again, what would be the excluded values here? Well, when you look at this denominator, what value for g would make this denominator equal to 0? So g cannot equal -4. Okay, on this one, it's not as clear. We have to actually factor it first. So we'll pull out an x, and that'll give me x minus 15. And this cannot equal 0, so that means that x cannot equal 0, and x cannot equal a positive 15. So those would be the excluded values. We're going to simplify rational expressions, and that is really and truly just like reducing fractions. All right, you are going to cancel out common factors. Well, then that means that in order to cancel out any part of a polynomial, it must be written in factored form. So let's take a look at this first one here. I have a monomial and a monomial. So that means I can just cancel out the parts. So I want you to look at it like this. Look at the numeric part of it, the coefficients. Can that be reduced? Yes. 2 will go into 2 one time. 2 will go into 14 7 times. Now take a look at the variable part. R to the 4th divided by R. This R will cancel here and leave me R cubed. So what do we have left when we're finished? We have an R cubed over a 7. And there it is, reduced. Now to reduce the second one, it has to be in factored form. So I need to factor the top. So I'll take out a GCF, which in this case is 3n. And that's going to leave me a 2n plus 1. All right, this can't be factored, so I cannot take just one piece of this. I have to treat this as if this is all together. What would be my common factors? 2n plus 1 and a 2n plus 1. And what am I left with? A 3n. Okay, and again, it has to be factored. If you have something that cannot be factored, just go ahead and put it in parentheses and consider that the factor. When you're looking for your excluded values, you have to make sure that, that you include anything that has been factored out. So I'm going to factor these. The top is already factored. The bottom is not. So I'm going to factor that as x plus 3, x plus 2. Now again, remember, if it cannot be factored, just go ahead and put it in parentheses. And what can cancel out here? Well, an x plus 2 will cancel with an x plus 2, and I'm left with 1 over x plus 3. But again, when I go back to get my excluded values, I need to include both of these. So what can x not be? Well, x cannot equal -3 because of this one, and then x can also not equal -2. Okay? All right, take a look at this one. I so want to cancel out those 3's and cancel out those x's. But again, if it cannot be factored, you have to go ahead and put it in parentheses like this. And it has to be the whole thing or nothing. In this case, these are opposites. So there's a little trick that we're going to do. You'll notice here, this is the problem. I'm going to take this and put it in the front. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out a -1. Okay, this is 3 to the first power. So I'm factoring out the -1. Remember, this cannot be factored, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in parentheses like this. Now, what can be canceled out? This and this can be canceled out. They're both x minus 3's, which leaves me a 1 over -1, which leaves me a -1. And that's just a little trick that we use for the opposites there. Okay? So now we've got a word problem. A theater at amusement park is shaped like a sphere. The sphere is held up with support rods. What is the ratio of the theater's volume to its surface area? So for volume, we're going to use 4/3 pi r cubed. And for surface area, we're going to use 4/3 pi r squared. Okay, so ready? 4/3 pi r cubed divided by 4 pi r squared. Are you ready to start canceling out? Pi will cancel with pi. An r squared on the bottom will cancel with an r cubed on the top and leave me just an r. Okay? 4/3 and 4. This is division. So this is the same thing as writing 4/3 divided by 4, which should be keep it, change it, flip it. 4's cancel out, and I'm left with 1/3. So this reduces to 1/3 r. Okay? And that would be it.